All right, Kristin, are you ready? That was the quickest that people really got quiet. Normally I was like, this is going to take 5 minutes, and you go, that was really good.
Professionals.
That was great. All right, so here we are. Wow, the first ever E for All Cape Cod pitch contest. That's pretty incredible. So Kristin here started on July 1st. We had it planned by noon, and here we are. So this is awesome. So let's hear who you are.
Yeah, so I'm Kristin Marshall. I'm the Executive Director of E for All Cape Cod, which means I've met a lot of you guys, and I'm going to turn down the R&B.
Oh, yeah. Because if not, I'll just start dancing. I mean, it'll be a show for sure. And she's doing that. I am Shelly Cardews. I am the Director of Programs for E for All, so I work out of our E for All headquarters and overview all the E for All sites and working on an expansion plan. So I've been working very closely with Kristin on building the program here, which has been awesome. So Rhys is just helping us out with this as we go. But first of all, I just want to say I've been super impressed. So like I said, Kristin we knew was the perfect woman for this job. She's been through E for All. She knows the program, but she also knows a lot of people on the Cape. How many people here know Kristin? Okay. See, that's perfect right there. But I want to say, before I became Director of Programs, I was the Executive Director of New Bedford Fall River. And I was so stoked on E for All. Like, I researched it for it took, my interview process was like 9 months. So I had plenty of time to get to know it and know it was a good thing. And when we launched, people were super skeptical. And like, what is this thing you're talking about? It sounds like a scam. And I have been so impressed with how people on Cape have just very much embraced what we're doing here. So just want to thank a few special people tonight.
Yeah, I definitely want to, echoing Shelly, it's amazing. So great, Kristin started July 2nd, but it's amazing how much support that we've had on Cape. People love the local, sitting in the front, retweeting out. The Community Media Center, they're like, come on in, we'll do a TV interview of CCYP. They're like, hey, can we send out a blast to thousands of people? And so Cape Cod it's a large region, but there's so many connections to, and so it's been just wonderful, just kind of connecting with the folks to get this kicked off.
Maybe that's not connected. We're getting there. All right, and then specifically too for this event, I really want to thank Cape Space. We'll hear a little bit more about this beautiful space. How many people is this your first time here? All right, a lot of people. It is beautiful. It doesn't always look like this, but it's such a good place for an event space. Definitely come by sometime and see it as the co-working space that it is. But Robin's been great from day one at accommodating us for this. And I also want to thank the people that were reading applications. Is there anybody here that read any of the pitch contest applications? Awesome. I'm not going to have you raise your hand all night, but it's just, you know. But everything that we do is about the community. So if people don't understand the process, we had people apply to the pitch contest, we have people in the community read, score, apply. That's how we chose who's going to be here tonight, and it's how we chose who to pitch tonight. And then I also want to thank, we have another E for All headquarters staff here, Vanessa, that's helping take some video and training in the back. Thank you, Vanessa, for coming all the way down from Lowell via Somerville. You're awesome. And we have some great volunteers tonight. Rhys, Christine, Peter. I can't name them all. It's a lot. You got them? Okay. All right. So I'm going to wing the impact slide since we don't have a projector. So just a little bit about E for All in the background is E for All started in 2013 in Lowell. We are currently in 7 different cities, hosting 6 different sites. So we're in Lowell, Lawrence, New Bedford, Fall River, Lynn, Cape Cod, based out of Hyannis, and we'll be announcing a new site in the next few days. We run the program fully in English in most of the sites, and then we also have a full Spanish-speaking program called A Para Todos in Lawrence and Lynn. And we're really excited about the progress that we've seen so far in all of those communities. We're seeing that we're able to reach entrepreneurs of all backgrounds. It truly is in our name. Entrepreneurship is for all, for no matter what your economic status is, your education, or your background, we do believe that there are people in our community that can help change our community, and there are people that can help them do it. So that pretty much is a sum up of who we are. We are a nonprofit, and we're just really excited to bring this to more communities. All right. I think we're going to introduce these awesome judges right up front. This killer rock star panel right here.
All right, so in the front row, we have Amanda Converse. And I have to get out their bios because I'm not going to remember all of these very accomplished people. Amanda is the owner of Shift Eco Boutique, which is located in downtown Hyannis. She's also the editor and publisher of the Current Quarterly and Ebb and Flow. In addition, she's the co-founder of Love Live Local, and how many of you guys have been to Love Local Fest? All right, yeah, so about half. Check one of those out if you haven't so far. So many thanks to Amanda for being here. Next we have Sean Fitzpatrick. He is the founder of Cape Cloth. He is an entrepreneur, a philanthropist, a Cape native, and Cape Cloth is a convergence of the most comfortable materials, super unique artwork, and social consciousness. So thanks to Sean for being here. We have Brendan Mahoney from Rxr Networks. Brendan is the general manager of Rxr, an end-to-end connectivity solutions company that understands the variety of natural and man-made disasters that can impact a business operation. So a primary service of Rxr is emergency telecommunications for Global 500 organizations, and Brendan does a lot of work in the Caribbean. So thanks to Brendan for being here. Next we have Lynn Schultz. From 1995 to 2002, Lynn served as Vice President of Patient Services at Cape Cod Healthcare. And from 2002 until now, she acts as Director of Clinical Research and Compliance at Cape Cod Healthcare. Lynn is a proud wife, mother-in-law, as well as a golfer. And on the end here we have Jen Villa. Jen opened the Little Beach Gallery in 2009, and it's still kicking over in downtown Hyannis. In March 2013, she launched an online lifestyle guide, Love Live Local, with these fellow localistas, Amanda Converse and Kate Sheehan. In 2014, she founded the Local Juice, which is at 539 South Street in Hyannis. Go check it out. And in 2017, she partnered with restaurateur David Noble of Embargo to open the West End. It's a 20s-inspired restaurant serving locally sourced cuisine and crafted cocktails at the West End Rotary in Hyannis, next to the Melody Tent. So can I get a big round of applause?
All right, so we're getting close. We're about to get started, but first I want to just tell you what the rules of the game are. So we have about a dozen people that are tabling tonight. As you may have been told when you came in, some of them were pre-selected to pitch. Some of them, hopefully you voted for them with stickers. So we will have 8 people pitching tonight. 7 already knew. 1 will be announced tonight. They will be given 2.5 minutes to give a pitch. We did give them some criteria. They're going to talk about the problem they're solving, the solution, their market, their feasibility, and they're going to ask for money and tell us what they're going to use it for. Because tonight they will win. We have 4 cash prizes. The top prize is $1,000, second place $750, third place $500, and then you, the audience, we'll give you details later. You'll vote for your favorite, and they will also get $500. So after they do the 2.5 minute pitch, we will give the judges a chance. One judge will ask 1 question, and we'll give the person pitching a minute to answer. And then Kristin and I will do little commercials in between, talk about the program more, to give judges some time to just give some feedback. And we have Peter Carlson, who's been a huge proponent in entrepreneurship on the Cape and a huge help to E4L getting us started on the South Coast and here on the Cape. And he's going to help us with the time. So, wow, he's got an iPad. But you're not going to keep that up the whole time, right?
Keep it right here.
Oh my God. All right. Okay, we're switching them up here on the Cape. We normally just go, okay, well, that's cool.
That's how we roll then.
You know, we do have a hard stop at the 2.5 minutes because I'm sure you all have things to do after this. So, one more thing.
Oh, who here has a cell phone with them? great, that's totally allowed here. Just don't let it be a distraction, but we definitely, our entrepreneurs are getting off the ground. We would love it if you can utilize social media to kind of give them shout outs. Check them out. Follow them on Facebook. They could use the support. So definitely don't be afraid to use the cell phone in that way.
And besides the entrepreneurs getting off the ground, you for All Cape Cod is getting off the ground. Chris has been killing it with social media, so follow the pages, Insta stories, all of that, and hashtag all the things. All right, I think.
Yeah, let's get off the stage.
All right, who's ready for some pitches? All right, you announce the first one. And I'm going to give you this mic.
Yes, we're going that mic. It is Pop-Up Little Cotter's Consignment with Rhys Roman.
Just a quick note, if you do have slides, we'll do our best to click, just kind of point. Just point and he will get it to you. All right.
So the first slide. You want me to spin it when it starts?
Tell me.
Okay. Go ahead. So welcome everybody, and thank you for coming tonight. This is right. But closer better? Yeah. Okay, too close. I own a kids consignment shop in Orleans currently. I discussed it with many of you as you came around to the tables. What I've run into as an issue is that I can't accommodate all the consigners and the shoppers who are looking for items that I don't have room for in my store. I have about 700 square feet currently, so what I am looking to do is grow by creating a seasonal sale. So for those not familiar with it, it's similar to a ski tent sale or an oriental rug sale, something like that, that pops up just for a weekend with a big sale, everything in one place where you can come and shop and look for anything that you might need for your children from birth up to teenagers. My background is in business management. I worked for 10 years in retail and restaurant management and have been consigning for 7 years at seasonal sales myself. What I'm looking to do is take a concept that already exists elsewhere. There are about 1,000 of these sales across the country and bring them to the Cape. The Falmouth is the closest current one. The reason why is just that I can't offer the selection in my store, and people want cribs, they want more swings, they want a bigger selection of these items, and I want to be able to do that. And I have a long wait list of consigners who would love to be able to bring all their items and get rid of them and make a better profit than they would at the store. There's nowhere else to buy used clothes for kids locally, really. The closest place is in Falmouth. Marketing wise, I already have Facebook, social media accounts to market this product to. I have connections with newspapers. I've worked with CCYP before. I'd be interested in joining them again to get this out to more people. And familiar with local marketing opportunities that are free as well. I can run contests on social media to spread the word. People who are consigning want to spread the word too, because the more people that come, the more money they will make as consigners. I have done financial research, and the costs are very low for a startup because I already have the store, I already have social media, I have a website and the email. So the fixed costs are very little. The startup costs are the racks, and that's what I'm here looking for financial assistance for. Is, do you want to slide quickly? This. All right. So I'm looking to do something like this with the money.
Awesome.
So my question is, where would this take place, and have you figured out a space, and how much would it cost to rent that space?
Yes. Do you want to
Go.
Okay. So my shop is in Orleans, and I wanted to also do this in Orleans. The closest one is in Falmouth right now that's scheduled. And Falmouth from Orleans or anyone in Provincetown or further, it's a long drive to go to Falmouth for the consignment sale, for one of the weekend sales. So I found a hall in Orleans, the Oddfellows Hall. Tentatively do have 2 dates that I can do in either September or October to do it. I've sent my check in already to them. The cost for the hall is only $300, so it's very low cost for that, plus a $150 security deposit is refunded. And then the software cost is $200 per event. So the software cost and everything per event is about $500, and if I rent either 10 vendor tables for kids selling items or have 50 consigners with a consigner fee that meets the 500 rate in one.
All right. Thank you so much. It's not easy to get up here, and especially to go first, so that is, you did an awesome job. And I just also want to just shout out the entrepreneurs, because all the entrepreneurs that applied to this, some of them found out from somebody they know the program, other people just saw something and took a chance. We held a pitch contest workshop that some people were able to come to, and we asked at the beginning, like, how many of you were kind of confused about what you even signed up for? And most of them were. So I just think it's really remarkable. We gave them information about tabling about a week ago, and I just want to give a round of applause for every one of the entrepreneurs that came tonight and is at the tables. You all did a really, really good job. All right, so the next person we're going to have up is Reboot Gamelab.
Thank you.
Second mic.
Sure.
I'm a little bit country. He's a little bit rock and roll. Oh, sorry.
Hi everyone, this is Will, I'm Dave, and together we are Reboot Gamelab. Our idea is to basically open a board game cafe that will use tabletop games to create meaningful, screen-free time for kids, families, and adults. As parents, we know how much time kids spend looking at screens. Right now, recent research has shown that 40% of young people spend at least 3 hours a day staring at screens. This can lead to troubles with social, emotional, and behavioral problems. At the same time, there isn't a whole lot for, let's say, the kid who isn't into sports on Cape Cod to do. Not to mention those tourists who are unfortunate enough to come here during a rainy week. We want to solve all those problems with the Reboot Gamelab Board Game Cafe.
It's like a library that serves the best coffee and yes, even low-carb bagels that you've ever had. But it's also a community space, and it's a place for not just kids who need a place to go, like Dave has said, to come. It's also a place for parents and for adults who used to be kids and want to be adults again, to come together and without a screen, form their community and even reform it in a place that's safe and warm and yes, has the best coffee you've ever had. If you're a non-sporting kid or a non-sporting person, that's okay. But it's not okay to not have a place to go.
Now, as far as feasibility, right now we are mobile, which is to say we don't have a home. But we are running game-centered programming at libraries, schools, cafes, camps, really anywhere that will host us. During this time, our overhead is very, very low. It's just the games we already own really and our time. So we're able to save the vast majority of money that we earn, and we're also building the reputation we're going to need when we want to open our own retail space in about a year from now.
We're two really nice people that also have families and have a job. But what we really love are games, and more importantly, the power of screen-free experiences. Please help us in terms of the investment opportunity for the prizes tonight to make us a little more professional as opposed to these two nice guys who are up here. We do want to make ourselves something real, not just two guys who want to open up a board game cafe.
All right.
And one. Thanks, everybody.
So how do people, what's the cost? How are you making money?
That's a great question. Well, unlike a restaurant, we can't turn over tables. So what we were going to do is, when a customer comes in, they can rent time at a table. And when they're at that table, one of our employees, whom we're calling the game gurus, will help them identify and also teach them to play exactly the game that they want to enjoy. And then at the end of the time, if they want to buy that game, they can do it. So of course, yes, we'll sell games and snacks and coffee and bagels, but we're also going to be renting that time. And this is in addition to the walk-in gaming, the tournaments, the contests, and the charitable events we'll hold at the cafe as well.
And if you don't believe us, go to Brooklyn or Brookline and go into a game store, go into a game board cafe or a board game cafe.
Did that answer your question? Okay, great.
Thanks.
All right, thanks everyone.
Awesome, thanks guys. So E-for-All, what do we do? We have kind of two main products. One is what you're seeing tonight. It's pitch contests. These one night kind of big customer-facing events. And the other thing that we do is an accelerator. An accelerator is a much more intensive experience. It's a year-long program for early stage or idea stage businesses, like many of these businesses that are surrounding you tonight. And so what do you get with that? You get training, you get mentorship, and you get the support of other entrepreneurs who are going along the journey with you. So we're kicking off our first one.
I feel like they may get something else too. Maybe.
You can win money.
Yeah.
If you do this, it's a free program, and you can also win cash. And that's why people think that this is a scam.
Wait, hold on. So, speaking of money, how much does the program cost?
$0.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
$0. Yeah.
I heard you also feed them.
We do.
That's weird.
It's true.
No wonder why people think it's a scam.
I know, it's true. It really does sound too good
So
to be true.
typically, in all the other E-for-All sites, we've been running this program every winter and every summer. And as soon as we started talking about Cape Cod, everyone was like, no, we're not doing that. So we're going to do a fall and a spring. Vanessa and I crunched our heads on how to fit this in between the holidays, and I think we got it. So the next one's coming up. The deadline to apply is this Sunday night at 11:59 p.m. So if you know anybody that you think has an awesome idea, could use some education on how to make that business a business, how to pivot their business, could use mentorship, definitely encourage them to apply. It's free to apply, it's free to interview, and it's free to attend. It's an application-based thing, so it's exciting. I can't wait to wake up Monday morning. I'll probably stay up Sunday night and check, but if not, I can't wait to wake up and check those applications.
Yeah, I think a lot of times people hear us give their spiel and they don't actually think about it. But like, take a second. You probably know somebody. Who's that person? Who's that person in your life that has that business idea that they've been talking about? Just send them to eforall.org and have them check it out, because it's free and they're going to get training and they can win them. And deadline is Sunday, so I'm going to have a couple days. Nice.
All right. Are we ready for the next one?
I'm ready.
I think so. Green Road Refill.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, it is a wonderful world. We just need to take better care of it. I'm Jess. I am the founder of Green Road Refill. It's a mobile, earth-friendly business I launched in May. And I think most of us here can agree that our society values convenience over sustainability. And I can spend all of my time up here telling you about the bad things that are happening in our environment, our ocean, and our wildlife due to plastic waste. But that would probably fill you with doubt and grief and just depress you. And that's not my mission. That's not Green Road's mission. My mission is to instill hope that we can make small changes in our day-to-day routines that can have a big impact on the health of our planet with our purchasing power and giving our customers that outlet to take those steps. So, slide please. What is a mobile retail business? Well, mine is a bright green bus named Betty, after my grandmother. And basically she's like a little store on wheels. I can roll her on up to different markets and festivals, and people go inside and shop for eco-conscious products. And our major focus is on that plastic reduction, and so we offer a refill system. Our pump station has over 40 different products ranging from soaps and lotions, shampoos to cleaning supplies. Everything is plant-based, earth-friendly, and sold by the weighted ounce. So what you do is you bring in your own bottle from home, or you purchase one of our beautiful glass or aluminums, and we also have a big basket of donated free plastic bottles. And so we're reducing our plastic footprint one bottle at a time together. In addition to that, we sell things like bamboo toothbrushes, stainless steel straws, beeswax wraps, and much more. So our target market audience right now are people that shop at the farmers markets. And also, you know, cross generations, anybody that cares about what they put in on their body, their home, and their planet. And we've had 4 towns we visited weekly this summer, and it's been really encouraging. People are jumping on the bus and riding it, the concept. We're on our way to making a profit, and that's the great thing about being mobile is our monthly overhead is really low. We pay for insurance, we pay for our products, our inventory, and then our gas. So with the money we hope to win today, we want to winterize Betty. Thanks. Every time.
Is the plan to stay mobile in this capacity?
Yeah, so I'm accepted at the Cape Cod Beers Winter Market. I can go inside, but what I really want to do is keep my customers that are refilling happy, and I want to bring Betty out to different towns. So I've got my eye on this solar panel that I'm going to kind of be able to heat her. So we'll keep her up and running and pumping it up. Right now, my backup plan, if I can't manage that, is to communicate via email. If you're running low on dish detergent or laundry detergent, lotion, you email me and I will set up a weekly schedule of different towns, and I'll come with my little RAV4 and my gallons and pump you up that way.
Like a delivery.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks you for all.
Thanks. So in that last commercial, we talked a little bit about the Accelerator, and Kristin mentioned mentors. So mentors are really rock stars, right? I mean, we call the judges rock stars, but mentors are also a huge, huge part of what the program is. Our mentors come from all different backgrounds, all different skill levels, all different stages of their businesses, and really work as a sounding board for the entrepreneurs in the program. Each entrepreneur in the program has 3 mentors that meet with them every single week. So it's a very high touch group, it's a high touch commitment, and it's very inspiring. We have some mentors here, I can just see them smiling. They love it. It's true. I'm not making this up. Stan is smiling. Mike is smiling. The people that have mentored Reboot right now are beaming. So how many mentors are we looking for this time?
We need 24.
And how many do you have so far?
15.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. But we do need 9 more. So if you're sitting out here saying, hey, this program sounds pretty cool, I'd love to help. I have 90 minutes a week for 3 months, and I can help with that. And then after those 3 months, I'll stay in touch on a monthly basis for 9 months. That'd be awesome. Get in touch with Kristin, and we'll talk more about it.
Yeah, and I think people can be intimidated by it. One thing that I think makes it less intimidating is that entrepreneurs meet with mentor teams. And so each entrepreneur gets 3 mentors for the duration of their accelerator. And so you get to meet as a team. So there are a lot of differing perspectives, and everybody's bringing value to the table. So looking for a diverse pool of candidates.
And just one of the biggest concerns that some people have is like, yeah, but what time of day is that going to be? My schedule's really busy. So we actually built some really cool software that you're able to go in and tell us on a given week what times would make sense for you. You may say, I could only do it in the mornings, only afternoons, only on these specific days. You then get to meet the entrepreneurs. We do a speed dating event. You get to say yay or nay, and we mix that all up and say, hey, these teams work. They can meet at the same time and they want to work together. That's awesome. Works just like that. Yeah. All right, cool. Let's bring up the next one. 6-Pack Bagels. I love that name. All right.
Hello everybody, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Ashley, and we're the creators and owners of 6-Pack Bagels. It's a low-carb, high-protein bagel company that Maria and I started.
A little bit about our product. We stopped at our table and enjoyed them. But our bagels are natural, organic, and with no preservatives. They have 47% less calories than your average everyday bagel you might find in Dunkin' Donuts, 70% less carbs, and 80% more protein. Our bagels are about $8 a 6-pack. We currently have a commercial space that we cook out of, a website and a pickup location in Hyannis. We also do shipping. We do what's called batch cooking. So we take orders all week. One night a week we'll go in and bake the bagels and ship out and deliver the products the following day. Our average order total is about $14 an order. We have 60% of our customers are repeat customers. We have very little overheads, and it's about 20% of our cost to make the bagels.
We also just started an apparel line. Ryan's my show for me. You want to show them in the back. So we have t-shirts, tank tops, we're working on sweatshirts, and our market is people who want to be healthy, people who like to exercise, and people who like bagels.
So right now what we're trying to overcome is we want to increase our marketability, business cards, flyers, boost social media posts, get out to other gyms, local markets, things like Ring Brothers. What we'd like to improve is our shipping capabilities. We can certainly ship right now, but obviously being able to reduce the shipping costs would make things ideal for everybody. Maybe build a shipping calculator for our website, and possibly getting someone to help us streamline the ordering process through our website, I think would be an ideal solution for us. That's all we have.
Just on the, you said that the $14 orders that you have, but basically on the 6 for 8, right? $8 for 6.
Yes.
What's the typical weight if you're shipping?
It's just under a pound for a 6-pack of bagels. So if you're 3 to 4, you're looking at 3 to 4 pounds. Yeah. So the typical order is almost 2 packs of bagels. I guess it's the 14, 48, 8. So it's not quite 2 packs, but the average is right around 2 packs in some orders. We often get the 5 or 6 larger orders. We're not doing anything wholesale yet. It's just individual customers right now.
Where could you buy them today?
Today, if you wanted to, you can buy them at sixpackbagels.com. Like I said, we have a pickup location in Hyannis, or we do ship. If you're local, I'd be happy to drop them off at your house.
So while the judges deliberate, let me tell you about specialists. Shelly, what are specialists?
So when we talked about the Accelerator and we talked about sessions, we have classes and we have all different topics. Now, Kristin, how many of those topics could you teach? Bookkeeping, websites, social media, presentation skills?
Right, I don't want to teach any of this.
So we bring in guests from the area that are really the specialists in those fields. If we're teaching a class on social media, I mean, we love social media, but we're not the experts, so we'll bring somebody in that's their field. Bookkeeping, you do not want to learn that from me. That is crinkled receipts, that is bad news. So we bring in people to help teach these classes. So Kristin's been killing it, she's lined up a good amount, but as we talk about looking for volunteers, that's another role that is coming to one of the classes to teach. We share with you what the goals are of the class, but it's really, we want to hear it from you. And then we also may start doing, there's some workshops that we'll do here and there, especially between sessions too. So if there's a topic that you just love talking about, you just want to share everything you know about ad buying or taxes or laws and permits, you just let us know.
Yeah, and that happens so the Accelerator is from October 1 to December 15. That is the intensive part of the Accelerator. And so that means that entrepreneurs are in class from Tuesday nights from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. And that's going to be at the SCORE office. And then on Thursdays from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. At the Cape Cod Chamber. And so that's when they're hearing from these specialists.
And speaking of SCORE, we're really excited. We have our SCORE co-chairs here today, Mark and Mark. We're very excited. We've mentioned before about how the Cape Cod community has really stepped up, and we're just super excited. Did I say something wrong? You're laughing at me.
You forgot the other Mark.
I said Mark and Mark.
And Mark.
There's 3? Okay. This is news to me. I only knew about the 2 Marks. But they've been really generous to offer this space to us, as well as the chamber. So we've been just open arms, and it's been great. All right, let's bring up, the judges look ready.
Yeah.
Well, Sean's still ready, but he looks like he can hustle it out. All right. So next we have a ball, carry all. Well, that's fun to say.
First, I want to just pass out a Have a Ball Carry All to you.
They say if a picture is worth 1,000 words, the product is worth 10,000 pictures. So with that being said, I'd like to hand you one of my Have a Ball carry-alls. Basically, my name is Mary Rose Lynch. I am the inventor, the patent holder, and not the manufacturer, but the womanfacturer of my product, Have a Ball carry-all. Now, I'd like to ask, does anyone have a dog or know someone who has a dog? Okay, so we know where my market is. We're part of the 77 million dog owners. It's a lot of dogs in America, and we're no longer dog owners. We're pet parents. And those dogs, they're our fur babies. They are a $56 billion industry, and $15.5 billion being spent on dog accessories. Have a Ball carry-all is the newest part of this market. It is basically an unfulfilled market in this lucrative business. It is a plastic case that you use to obviously clip on whatever you need to clip it on, a leash, a backpack, your dog's collar if they'll tolerate it. But the best thing about Have a Ball carry-all is it's designed to help you pick up that wet, slobbery ball, and there are knobs inside which raises the ball so that air will circulate so that that wet, slobbery ball will dry. So I guess you could say that I will go down in history as the person who solved the problem for the wet, slobbery ball. But some people say, well, my dog doesn't play with tennis balls. Well, I've solved that because you can also use it for pet bags or for pet treats. So it's a multi-purpose product, and it is presently it comes in 4 colors. Each color is bringing awareness to a charity, and that happened because my daughter is a survivor and I decided that I needed to give back. I tried to donate to these charities. If I should be so fortunate as to win, I'd like to have my production, maybe decrease the cost of my process and increase my production. I'd like to make a couple of adjustments to my molds. Thank you.
Does the product come fully integrated in, meaning the keychain does that come as a final piece to you, or does it come?
Yes, it's totally assembled, and I'm also trying to work into a direct manufacturing to fulfillment. It does not come with the tennis ball. The tennis ball is offered as a free item, but it is totally assembled, yes.
Out of curiosity, is it made in the USA, China, is it?
It's made in the great state of Massachusetts, yes.
Interesting.
Sure, it retails for $9.99, and another thing I'm trying to do is to approach nonprofits, because I want to find a way to use my for-profit to somehow or another get into a nonprofit, so if there's a dog event, they could order from me wholesale, sell it retail, and they can. I will also contribute to the charities that I make awareness. Every color represents a charity.
And what are the production costs thus far? What about you now?
So presently, I am working at $2.50, and I sell it for $5. And then they're retailed for $10 or $9.99. I can wholesale. Yes, I've approached some companies and asked them if they'd like me to do them in a certain color so that I could wholesale for them. I have great plans. I really do. I've been working on this for 4 years.
All right, great. So similar to what Kristin and I said about how she'll facilitate the classes, but there are other people that teach them. It's really similar to our intake process of getting people involved in this pitch contest and also in the Accelerator. So we did mention that people read applications for the pitch contest. Same type of thing with the Accelerator. Instead of the staff choosing who's in these programs, we really want the community's input. We want your feedback. So these are other really great volunteer opportunities to read applications and to actually interview and help us choose who should be in the Accelerator program, which I think is fun. I love interviewing people. I don't know if anybody else has that love. It's super fun. My only problem is if I can't give them the job or the position, I immediately want to help them. It's the same thing as a landlord. I'm like, I'm sorry, I rented the apartment, but I think I saw something down the block. But anyway, we love to get everybody's perspective in this. So the reading is a great way to get you started because you can do it remotely over the weekend in your PJs. You can wear whatever you want on your computer, on your phone, and then the interviews they're just fun. Well, for us. For the person being interviewed, maybe not so much. But anything else you want to say about that?
Yeah, I think that I've talked to several readers in the audience tonight, and people came up to me before the pitch and said, "Hey, that was really addicting. I wanted to see what the next one was," because you don't know which one you're gonna get. And I think it's pretty interesting to see what ideas people have out there. So people tend to really like reading. So look us up if you want to read applications.
I'll like run into people at the grocery store that will be like, "Whatever happened to that bag company? I read that application about 6 months." I'll be like, "Which one is that?" You know, but it is. You kind of get into it. You want to see what's going to happen next. So, all right, we're ready for the next person. Orchid Skincare Company.
Ready? In my 7 years in the skincare industry, I have come to find that while there are a percentage of clients that value the experience of receiving a monthly facial treatment at a spa, there's also a large untapped market of consumers who cannot invest either the time or money in these services. A monthly facial can range between $75 and $200 and can run anywhere between 60 minutes and 2 hours. I found a way to cut the cost of a facial down to between $30 and $45 per month, allow my clients flexible time, give them the access to professional grade products not available in the mass market, all while providing them with individual and professional coaching each step of the way. When clients become a member of Orchid Skincare Facial Kit, they will receive a complimentary 30-minute consultation and skin analysis with me. And based on our discussion, I will create a personalized kit of all-natural, eco-certified products tailored to their specific skincare needs. At a time that is convenient for them, they will perform the facial at home with the guidance of video tutorials available on my business website. The following month, they will receive a 15-minute consultation where we will discuss their experience, and I will then prepare their next facial kit, getting them closer to the beautiful and balanced skin that they're desiring. This will continue for the client on a monthly basis through a subscription model similar to Dollar Shave Club. I believe in the benefits of monthly facials for all, but I plan to initially focus my market on women between the ages of 30 and 65 who are budget conscious and looking to improve their skin. I'm currently running a 5-month full-scale test using 12 individuals in this demographic. And in October, our testing group will meet together to discuss their experience and gather data in order to refine my product. Prior to investing in my company for this testing, I ran a comprehensive financial assessment of my products, and based on my estimated startup costs, it would take approximately 6 to 9 months to get back my investment and turn a profit with only 25 monthly subscribers. I have over 100 clients that I currently work with on a monthly basis for various beauty treatments, and 90% of them fit into this untapped market. An essential component of this is my video tutorials, and if I'm awarded the money, I will use that to have professional videos made. Thank you.
Where do the products come from?
They're developed in California. It's like a direct, it's basically a company that private labels the products for me, but I can have them developed basically any way that I want. So if I'm finding that they're not selling something that I can get that my clients need, I can have them develop it for me.
On the customization and the analysis, how many different standards of product do you think you need to be incorporating all the different classes, skin tones, or different ends of clientele?
Yeah. So basically I have, I don't know how much you know about skincare, but I have like 4 cleansers to choose from and 4 toners to choose from and 4 masks to choose from. And each person is totally individual, and not everybody's going to get the same cleanser and toner and mask. It's totally individual based on what their needs are. So if they're looking to solve anti-aging, I'm going to give them specific cleansers and specific toners to do that based on their skin type and their lifestyle.
On the subscription model, also, how scalable is that? I mean, do you need local warehousing to be able to do that? Do you drop ship from California, from your manufacturing facility?
My company is super, super new. This is in the idea stage and the testing stage. So if I were to grow to that point, I would explore going into facilities to have my products packaged for me and shipped for me. It could really be as big as Dollar Shave Club, something like that.
All right, so next up, we want to let you guys hear from an entrepreneur that went through the program. And so we're going to take Rhys, who's been so kind as to jump in and move the slides for us. So Rhys, if you can tell them about your experience.
Thank you, Kristin. So my name is Rhys Roman, and I am the founder of the Cape and Island Clam Bake Company. We are a specialty catering company that focus on doing high-end clam bakes for a sort of small, in-home, like intimate parties. We do pit-style bakes pretty much only, and this was something that actually kind of developed through E4All. So this concept my partner Chris and I had was to start a clam bake company and basically do what our competitors were doing. So try to have these massive clam bakes, the bigger the better, cut our costs by maybe using cheaper quality ingredients, you name it, and just get a repeatable process. What E4All helped us actually do as we went through the Accelerator program was identify a segment in the market that was completely untouched by sort of conventional companies that are out there, and that actually enabled us to do clam bakes in a way that we really enjoy and kind of do things a little bit differently. So we, like I said, we focus on small parties, so 25 people or less typically. In-home, we get to use the best quality ingredients we can. We really work with the client to figure out exactly what they want. And yeah, the program really transformed this business from something that was going to be sort of a grind side hustle to something that's really exciting and interesting, and we're learning every day and loving it. So thank you very much.
Sweet. Thanks, Rhys. So next up, we have Sips Cape Cod. Come on up, Christine.
Sips Cape Cod is a libation tour company with a twist. Our mission is be safe, do good, and have fun. Our business has already been proven with the eruption of brewery tours throughout Boston. Our local craft culture is seeing its own rapid growth. Sips Cape Cod is just adding a bit of flavor to the model. Our Sips guides are trained in more than just alcohol and safety. They have backgrounds in the arts, science, and education, and entertainment fields. Our guides are individuals from Brazilian, Irish, Native American, and gay communities, and can deliver an authentic perspective and showcase our varied local cultures. We are here to bring a fresh twist to that old Cape Cod. We have 4 regularly scheduled tours. We have brewery and winery tours during the day, and Irish pub and drag queen tours at night. We will offer revolving tour themes to reflect our cultural exhibits and festivals here on the Cape as well. And we can give our tours in Portuguese to include our large Brazilian population. Our 5-hour tours include multiple stops and a multitude of tastings. We have meal pairings, express line service, exploration, education, and an interactive entertainment. We provide hotel pickup, comfortable and clean vehicles, an intimate tour size. We provide water and snacks. We have cold storage for purchased libations. We have 2 SIPS guides that are trained in TIPS certification and CPR certified, and we offer a senior Cape Cod photo stop. SIPS Cape Cod cares about our community. We are here to highlight and support our local endeavors that shape our Cape. We are branding themed merchandise to highlight nonprofits with partial proceeds given as support. Our mission at SIPS Cape Cod is simple: be safe, do good, have fun. Our market range is the Mid-Cape region, ages 21 to 65, celebrating special occasions. In time, our business can be scalable to increase the market to the Upper and Lower Cape regions. SIPS customers can view and book our tours via our website. We can connect with our Gen X market with online reviews and our membership to the Cape Cod Chamber. SIPS Cod Millennial Market will be accessed with social media. We will connect our branding with interactive contests and showcase our tours and missions. The monies provided will help us complete our website. So join us on the Sipping Safari. You're in good hands with SIPS Cape Cod.
Right now, with the current effort, what's your heaviest cost? And also, there's a lot of within the tourism kind of industry. You said your target audience is 21 to 65. Is there any other kind of flow over or kind of cross collaboration you thought of with maybe? There's a lot of families going on vacation to Cape Cod during the summertime. So
Right.
is it predominantly focused on the summer, or is it predominantly focused as a year-round?
It's a heavy tourism summer season, but also the off-season, and then it's also ideal for Christmas parties and corporate events, things like that.
How much is it to participate?
I'm estimating, we're not up and running yet, we're still in the concept and testing ideas, but we're figuring about 115 to 150 per tour.
Per person?
Per person.
And how many, right now, do you have vehicles in place that
We will start with,
support that, or look into what vehicles will be supporting the tours?
we're going to start with 2 vehicles, and then go from there. 15 passenger, one would be like a shuttle bus, and one would be a transportation, like a Ford Transit, Midwest.
Great, awesome.
So while the judges deliberate, Mentor Mixer is coming up. We chatted with Cape Cod Beer, and they've given us a great deal. And we have the entire brewery for this Mentor Mixer. So if you're a mentor, if you're a supporter, if you're someone who wants to learn a little bit more about EFRAL, you're all invited. You're already here. We'd love to see you next month at Cape Cod Beer. It's going to be from 6:30 to 8:30. And it's at 1336 Finney's Lane. All right, so our table favorite is, drum roll.
All right. I gotta say, it was close. We had to count some dots, but our official count says it goes to Tanya of Concierge Business. Vacation planning. Let's hear it.
Hello, I'm Tanya. I'm the owner of Cape Cod Lifestyle Concierge. I have just launched my business this summer, and my target audience is the busy Cape Cod vacationer coming to the Cape that's too busy to plan their own vacation. So here I am. I'm going to stock the refrigerators for you, do a sample itinerary, arrange babysitters, and I'm hoping to win tonight money so I can launch a website. Although some people said maybe I should more focus on starting off my Instagram, which I have one, but I haven't launched it yet because I thought I needed a website. Let's see, sorry, I was not thinking I was going to get picked. So I would like to, basically, I would like to, like I said, get a website up and running and use that money to do that. I'm really nervous, sorry. I did do a raffle, so I can go ahead and tell you that I picked out a name. Her name was Cindy Connie. You're the winner of my welcome basket. I hope that further down the line, I will be doing welcome baskets for the busy vacationer coming to the Cape, and doing a simple itinerary. So anywhere from doing a clam bake, simple wine tours, and just gathering a whole thing for that busy vacationer coming to the Cape.
So you look at this as like a supplement to like an Airbnb or VRO, or
I'm
come
basically,
in, organize everything else for somebody that's coming in that's from a non-Cape or non-Boston person that's coming in.
So I've been networking with real estate agents and also the owners of rental properties, and I want to work with them and offer the concierge business to those vacationers coming to the Cape that don't want to deal with phone calls and going ahead and planning the linen rentals and the restaurant reservations. And
Sure. Are you tying also into maybe kids kind of activities and things like that?
Yeah.
Like baseball league or the other
sea camps.
Yeah, exactly.
Any
The
kind
sailing
of like
camps and
weekly
things, yeah.
surf lessons.
Thank you.
So that gets us to 8. Let's hear from the entrepreneurs.
I'm really impressed. Yeah. It's not hard. It's not easy to get up here. It's definitely not easy to get up here when you don't know that it's happening. But everybody did awesome. So what's going to happen now? I'm going to take the judges and we're going to go deliberate. You're going to hear a little bit about the space that we're in, and then Kristin's going to call up a special guest from headquarters, and you guys are together going to choose your favorite for $500. Hey, we're going to hear you doing that, but we're not going to listen really because we're going to choose our own. Right? Not me. You guys are going to choose your own. So I'm going to take you guys. You guys do your thing. We'll be back in a few minutes.
And so at this time, is Robin from Cape Space here? We'd love to hear a little bit about Cape Space while the judges deliberate. Robin Orbison.
Thank you, Kristin. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here at Cape Space tonight. That show of hands before people who said it was your first time here. Of those people, had you heard of Cape Space before? How many of you had heard of it before? Okay, that's good. Okay, when I started planning this project about 3 years ago, I would go to events like this and I would say, who's ever heard of co-working? And the answer would be no one. People would look at me like I had 3 heads. But it is actually starting to seep its way into the minds of people here on Cape Cod. It is a wildly popular concept in the urban areas where it has been growing in popularity. It's been around for 50 years, but growing in popularity in about the last 10 years. In the large urban areas, they can't build them fast enough. But some of us are out here pioneering in what we call the low awareness areas. So we're thrilled that you could all be here to join us tonight. I'd like to thank Kristin and Shelley for approaching us about partnering with E4All for some of these events, which is, it's been wonderful. Thank you guys very much. And just a quick, what are we? We are a solution for the questions that businesses have of where should I work from and where should I have meetings and where should I do networking. We are a solution to that requires no long-term commitment, no capital investment. You can rent space here to work in. You can rent a desk, an office, a conference room for an hour, a day, a month, whatever you need. It's all flexible terms, and everything that you need is here. Unlike a coffee shop, we have real high-speed internet that we don't kick you off of. We have accessible power. We have real gourmet coffee. We have access to things like printers and copiers and conference rooms and administrative services and somebody to greet your guests, etc. We have private offices. We have memberships in this, which normally is what we call our business lounge. So think about an airport business lounge, very similar. And we have 5 different sizes and styles of conference rooms. So if anybody's interested in a tour, just grab me or Anna. Anna, wave hello. Before you leave tonight, or just give us a call anytime. We'll be thrilled to tell you more about it. Thanks very much.
So I'm glad Shelley tipped me off and said that I'm bringing up a special guest. I hadn't seen him yet. David Parker, CEO of Eat for All. If you'll come on up. I know you had a meeting that you had to stay late to and made the drive, so definitely have to see you, David. Hey.
Hi everybody. Hey, lots of friendly faces here. So I got to see maybe the last 5 or so presenters who did a fabulous job. E for All, you've heard a lot about E for All because I heard the little commercials in between. But just from my perspective as the CEO and founder of what you've seen, this is our 5th program that we've launched, and we just are now about to launch our 6th, which is going to be in Holyoke, Massachusetts. And the ultimate goal of literally getting across the country with up to 50 different programs. So you are on the early wave of programs coming in. It's a real treat to see this kick off. This is, by the way, the most beautiful space we've ever been in.
Yeah.
So kudos to the folks here at Cape Space. And you're ever going to leave here?
No, I live here now.
Yeah.
I have a key. I really do.
And major kudos to everybody in the community who is here, and I hope everybody takes very seriously the asks for mentors and readers and specialists. It's very, very much of a volunteer-driven program. So 2 staffers eventually, and literally hundreds of volunteers to make it work. And we find people love entrepreneurship. And if you are talking to somebody and you say, what do you do? And they say, I'm an entrepreneur, like immediately it's like, that's awesome. Tell me about what you're up to and how can I help? And that's really the basis of E for All, is having folks in the community who have so much to share in knowledge and experience, but also contacts to help these folks who are looking to get their businesses started. So I hope to see all of you in different ways getting involved with E for All, because we can really use it. But we're not here to hear me talk, we're here to hear other people talk, right, Kristin?
Right.
Okay.
And I am so interested to know who's your favorite from tonight. And typically we have some software that we use in which you can text in and talk and essentially vote for your favorite. We're not going to use that tonight. We're going to use old-fashioned clapping, hooting, and hollering. But I have an app that's a decibel meter, so we'll be really aware of this. So I'm going to grab my phone. But here's the list. The highlighted folks are the folks that we're testing. Yeah,
So
grab this.
I say the name and see how loud people get?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay. Well, totally low tech. Well, there's some technology. We've got a little.
Yeah, let me get those out.
Well, let's do a practice session and see how loud this crowd.
Okay.
So imagine that you're voting for like absolutely the person you're absolutely sure that they're going to win. So get that person in your mind, and let's hear how loud you get. Let's go. Come on.
You guys aren't even in the red. It's not even in the red. Yeah, there's 97 and a half.
97 and a half. Okay.
It doesn't give a metric.
All right, so that's like the baseline, right? So we're going to see if we can get the winner over 100 anyway, right?
I hope so.
Awesome.
Yeah.
This I love this. All right, so I'm going to say out the name, and let's see how they do. So I'm going to start at the top, or do it randomly, or?
Yeah, anyone that's highlighted, or yeah.
Okay, let's go down the list. Okay, so Jessica Georges with Green Road Refill. All right, you're just going to
Got it.
this?
Got it. Yeah. I don't got it.
Are you sure?
I'm just assuming that one of these is really going to pop, but I'm not sure.
No, just like Shelley said, she had to count all those dots, right? So, all right, you got everything down?
All right, I'm ready.
Okay.
We can start on the next.
All right, next one is Mary Rose Lynch with Have a Ball, Carry Ball.
All right.
Next up, Nicole Perullo, Orchid Skincare Company.
All right.
Brianna Rom, pop-up Little Cotter's Consignment.
All right.
Great names, by the way. David, how do you pronounce your last name?
Kalo.
Kalo. David Kalo, Reboot Gamelab. Distinguish any of these.
Yeah, thank goodness for this app.
Christine Kelly, 6 Cape Cod. All right. Lastly, Ashley and Ryan, 6-pack bagels. I think that's it.
Do you guys want to know who won?
I don't want to.
Do I get a vote for fan favorite? Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Yes, we do. Can you yell out your name in the? Oh yeah. Yep.
Is that Tanya?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so Tanya with Concierge Business Vacation Planning.
Thanks for piping up, Tanya. All right, we have our winner.
Drum roll. Come on, let's hear some noise.
Fan favorite tonight. Have a ball karaoke.
Now the big question is, what are the judges going to choose? Who the judges will choose? Sometimes there's overlaps and sometimes there's not. So we'll see how that goes.
Exactly.
Good.
And you know what I'd like to hear, David?
Yeah.
I'd be interested to know if anybody else that's tabling would want to come up
I
and
can't
pitch.
imagine that any entrepreneur who came here and tables but now does not want to come and tell the crowd about their business. That would just not make any sense.
Does anybody want to do that?
Come on.
Who was tabling?
Come on.
Want to come up and pitch?
Do it.
Cindy, I see you. Cindy Cotton, everybody.
How long do you think, Kristin?
2.5 minutes.
You're going to do 2.5? Yeah. Okay.
Hi. Recently, in Canton, 3,500 feet of storm drain was clogged up by dog poop bags. This happened in August, and it caused a major flood in the neighborhood. And how many times have you gone for a walk and seen poop bags on the side of the road? Many times. I used to take my old English sheepdog for a walk, and the biggest problem I had was he always pooped the furthest place away from the receptacle. I hated carrying that big bag of poop around. So I figured there had to be a better way. So I developed the Pet Poopy Pouch. It's made out of a polylaminated material that's water resistant and waterproof. It has a Velcro closure that keeps the poop bag securely inside. So when your dog poops and you pick it up, you put the bag in the pouch. It attaches to your leash and you continue on your walk. You are more apt to walk longer when you're not carrying a bag of poop. If you run into a friend, it's nice to have a conversation and shake their hand without having feces all over your hands. The bags, they come in many different colors and styles, and they're environmentally friendly too, because we've got to stop people from throwing the bags that aren't biodegradable on the sides of the roads and down storm drains. It's not right. And as Mary Rose said, there's $1 billion worth of money spent each year on dog products, and there's over 44 million dog owners in the United States. So this is a really growing market, and it's environmentally friendly. So if I had the chance to pitch and win and whatever, I would use the money towards trademark, and I would, the market is limitless for anybody who lives in a place where good dog etiquette is expected, could use the Poopy Pouch, and it makes a wonderful gift for dog owners. And I'm really proud of it, and I thank you for the opportunity to do this now. Thank you.
Thanks, Cindy. So now we'll welcome our judges back to their seats.
We heard some yelling. Did you choose a fan favorite?
You certainly did.
We didn't know who it was.
Well, that's good. So we don't know who you chose either. By the way, I just want to say, that's the first time I've heard a person say the word poop so many times. Round of applause. It takes some.
All right, moving on.
Way to go, judges. That was pretty quick.
And I did get a message from the Sips Cape Cod crew, and they have a raffle in the back, and she said, pick a number 1 to 19, and that's going to be the winner. So hopefully, 16, hopefully it's a good day for you. Who is that? smerritt276@yahoo. All right, we got a winner.
Okay, well, we're going to move the stool out of the way. We're going to take some photos now. Who's fan favorite?
Have a ball carry-all. Fan favorite. So have a ball carry-all. Come on up. $500.
We are nonprofit. We keep the checks, so. Come on. Thank you. So we're looking at this camera here. Great. All right. So we're gonna have the judges introduce who they chose.
Shelley, I hear you were tough with the judges.
That's not
She's tough, huh?
Lynn helped me out. All right. Third place prize for $500. Tell us.
Very excited to give the third place to Jessica, Green Road Refill. We really love what you're doing. Keep up the good fight.
Yeah, all right. Right. Second place, $750.
And this goes to someone I thought the product was genius because I have a dog that is obsessed with the ball. So we also chose Mary Rose Lynch.
How many people are thinking, God, I could have thought of that?
So glad I got one tonight.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
All right, one more. We got first place for $1,000.
So, the grand prize winner tonight is Burkett Skincare.
What put us over the top was the idea of having a subscription model that could scale.
With
And
personal touch.
Yes, so
Yeah.
so the potential of not only having the ability to scale, but also the ability to have the customization and possibly long-term retention for clients. So congratulations.
We're gonna want to sneak this. So we have to layer it up. Yeah. I'll just stand over here. You can hold it. You get in there. I don't need to be in this one. Just take
Everybody needs to remove the after this. Well,
not for me.
we can all pick winners up here.
All good winners, all good. Say it.
That's great.
too, man.
That was fun. Very well
Congratulations. Thank you for your help.
Oh, you're welcome. I sent a picture to Dave.
Hey, all winners.
We'll learn some things. Oh, no, you don't. Okay,
I
you're
need
taking
to
this.
talk to Lauren Marks.
And as soon as you get there, you know what we have to watch.
I know.
Okay. Glare. Thank you. It's very shiny, so it's glare on the fluorescent. Yeah. He's okay.
All right, so thank you all so much for coming. I thought this was a really good event, right? Kristin did an awesome job. You all did an awesome job. Keep in touch.